Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Y'all already know what it is, man. I am BL. I got two guests with me. I'm not gonna tell you who just yet, but I'm gonna let you know. This right here is just, it's like a little intermission. You know what I mean? Just, roll up what you rolling, sip what you sipping, do what you doing, get ready for this podcast. You know what I mean? This is the Unknown No Name Podcast. Got some cool guests coming through. Was supposed to do this a week ago, or maybe two, but my man Scott had the flu. We gonna do what we gotta do. And it's cool, I'm glad you here now, my G. During this interview, nigga, just don't sneeze on me. Hey.
Or me.
Or him. Yeah. This is that Unknown No Name Podcast. I'm so happy everybody is here, man. Appreciate all y'all. Appreciate everybody. You know what I mean? Just gonna let it breathe for another second, and then we gonna get into this thing. Yeah, this is the perfect spot. All right, man. Unknown No Name Podcast. It's your boy BL. I just want to say something. Earlier today, I was driving to the gas station. Drove past a laundromat, and I seen this girl who she was driving the car. She had a dude in there. She had a guy in the passenger seat. She was driving. They pulled up to the laundromat. I was in Rallies getting some food, and I just seen them. They pulled up. The girl proceeds to take all of the laundry out of the car herself. The dude just walked to the door. My man goes in the door. I thought he was gonna stop and like open it and be like a regular like person,
Right, yeah.
but he didn't.
Yeah.
And if you are watching Guy who I seen on the West Side, man, you lame as hell, my boy. So guys, we gotta do better, man, because it's crazy. Because like honestly, I seen something like that the other week, and I was gonna talk about it, but then I didn't record, and I seen the same thing today, and it's just like, bro, we gotta do better.
Shivery.
But anyway, I'm just rambling. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Unknown No Name Podcast, your girlfriend, mom, and baby mom's favorite podcast. I got two very special guests in here with me today. If you like rap music, but the stuff that's out now is just a little too crazy and hard for you, but you still, want some real hip hop, these guys will give you what you need. You know what I'm saying? These guys will give you what you need to get. I'm telling you, man, listening to this, like, it takes you about at least halfway into the first verse to realize that you're listening to Christian music. And, like, I'm not even going to lie, I was getting ready for the interview, listening, just, not even paying attention, just letting it play. I'm like, damn, I must have skipped on to some different ish. This is not gospel. I don't hear any choirs. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that you usually hear. And, these guys, I'm really happy that they're here today. Ladies and gentlemen, I have my man Rob, a.k.a. Saved Life. I got my man Scott, a.k.a. Great Scott. And these guys are the group Sound of His Will. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all for being here.
Peace. Second thought, Great Scott, one half of the two.
Save life. We the crew. We beat them dudes.
Sound of His Will. Not that intro wasn't awesome. We just
I know.
appreciate you. Our signatures on.
They did that before. They did that before we started recording, and I think it's cool. It's really, really dope.
We almost got it copywritten, except for we totally don't.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys are here. Today is the Lord's Day. It is Sunday. So what perfect, what better setting for you guys to be here. So Scott, man, you was here a few episodes ago. That was a great episode, by the way.
That was fun.
It was a very good time.
Yeah.
Rob, saved life, man. You haven't been here. So tell the people, tell the viewers, tell them a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your upbringing and all that good stuff.
Okay, that's what's up. So, I mean, as far as me, single parent household, mama raised me, no dad in the picture. So, of course, we tackle different things in life that we want to get into. Mine was music. So, music, basketball, stuff like that.
Okay. Hooper?
Yeah. Hooper. Well, I used to be anyway. The 220 point guard in high school.
Nice.
So growing up, pretty much high school, music, went to college,
Where'd you go to school at?
Ohio State,
Okay.
the Ohio
The
State University,
OH?
IO.
Yeah, I was hoping one of y'all was gonna catch
I'm gonna catch you. But yeah, I ain't graduate though. I went 2 years in and then I was
Okay.
out.
Shit,
So
nigga.
life.
Shoot, as long as
So-
you went, that's
so
all
life,
that matters.
So anyway, met my wife along the way. Had kids.
You met her in college?
Nah, I met her after I came home from school.
Okay.
So came home from school, had a little rough patch, just with like life. My dad had died at the time, and met her. Perfect timing. She was there. Perfect timing.
Mhm.
And then kids, life, work, back to school, graduation from Stark State as a graphic designer.
Shout out to that. Shout out to the man getting his degree.
Yeah, finally, after all these years, and that's how hard it is after
Yeah.
you quit and you got to go back later. You got to go back on other people's time.
So if you're gonna do it, finish.
I mean, but
Finish.
you
If
know
you gonna
what?
do it,
I
do
mean,
it.
but that's like a
Finish.
classic story about life, man. It don't matter how many times you get knocked down, as long as you get back up and keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
That's that's all it's about.
And you just keep going. So that's where we are now. That's where I am. An entrepreneur. Got my own business. I own a Christian apparel line called
Ooh.
Zabri Inspire.
Zabri
So-
Inspire. Make sure y'all go cop some.
Yep.
Oh, if y'all was asleep, I was wearing it the last time. I got on my goosebumps today. But the last show I
With
had,
the
I rocked
flames?
the.
Yeah.
I rocked the.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's really the covering about
Mhm.
me, like the small life journey.
Yeah.
So specifics on match we get into as we go along.
How did you guys meet?
Through. Well, I told it the last time, so I'll let you go ahead and feel.
Okay,
it.
yeah,
Because I
yeah,
did.
yeah.
I told.
We gotta get
how it came
his
together.
perspective
Yeah,
from
go
my
ahead.
point
few
of view.
things. Yeah, because we got his last.
Because you got
time.
mine last time.
I mean, we met at church.
Mhm.
We met. We was in the same ministry together. Our kids ministry.
Kids church.
Kids church. Yeah. KKU.
We was wrapped out.
Shout out to the kids in the
Yeah,
church.
Kids ministry.
We was on gang.
So, imagine, and first of all, like it's rare to have dudes in the kids ministry
In general.
Period.
Yeah.
So you have two dudes in the kids ministry teaching, walking with God, giving the kids a good example, and the kids was doing. I mean, we had talked and chatted beforehand, but we ain't hang out or anything at all. Really, not too much.
Just kind of in church.
We just in church, like we church friends.
Mhm.
So the kids was doing the Nene. That's when the Nene came out. And that was just bothering me so much because in the middle of us doing a lesson, they would just get up and be like, Nene.
In the middle of the lesson?
Yeah, I
Oh.
mean, and the kids would be like,
Or-
so I'm like, whoa.
Or any song that came on that they liked,
Oh, yeah.
it don't matter what it was, who it was from, it was they found a way to, and I was just like, man, this
Yeah.
looks terrible.
So I know too much about Scott,
Mm-hmm.
except for he was great at preparation. He was really like he carried a lot of emotion.
Mm-hmm.
A good dude, like just was all about his business. And I'm like, we should make a song that will ruin the Nene for these kids. Like when they hear it, they be like, I'm thinking about God now. Oh my gosh. So I approached him with it, and I'm like, hey, like I'm thinking about trying to redo the Nene, and he like, well, yeah, I'm with it. Let's just go to the studio. So I'm like, oh, okay. And I haven't rapped in like 20 years at that point.
I was just gonna say, like, were you actively making music
Nah,
before you guys started making music?
Nah, I wasn't. He
Oh,
was.
okay,
I wasn't.
okay,
So
okay.
I just was like, just fed up. And you know how it is sometimes. You got a skill to do something, and you like, hey, I'm just gonna, do what I can do to just ruin it for him. But then Scott was like, nah, we can do better than that. We can actually go record it and make it into a song and ruin it for him forever because it's on wax. So I'm like,
Wow.
bruh, okay. So
Because
that's,
doing it a cappella wouldn't have been enough. It'd have been
no.
a one-time thing. Like it had to be something y'all could hear every day.
They would have liked it
Like,
then, and then the next
and then
time
been
just
over
forgot
it.
all
Like,
about
and I was
it.
like, no,
So,
y'all got to
yeah.
hear this every day. Either whether y'all like it or hate it, y'all
Every
got to
day.
hear it all the time.
yeah, and I gotta watch us perform it.
Yeah.
So.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's how I began, and from there, then we started to learn a lot more about each other.
Sorry, y'all. This shit.
No,
this,
you straight.
Freaking
Hey,
stuff.
well, I mean, people can see you, but you didn't even have to say it. You could have just
Yeah.
incognito, just
Right.
yeah, son.
That
Yeah, man.
plan-
So you know what I'm saying.
that plan lightweight backfired though because they loved it.
Yeah.
Like they loved it, and I
Did you not think that they was gonna
I
like, love it?
I hated it.
No,
like
y'all
right
didn't
after we
think that
made
they
it,
would-
I was like, "Oh God, I hoped that they would hate it, so we wouldn't have to do it no more." And they was like, hey, we rep that Christ way." I was like, "Oh, y'all like this?"
Did you guys ever perform it in church?
Yes,
Yep.
yes,
Really?
And they
Yep.
sent it up.
Yo,
Like,
that's
yes.
crazy.
And I was like, I could not. This is like, but from what was our age group? Like
It was
3 to like
yeah, like
13 almost.
yeah, to 13.
3 to 12. Yeah,
Wow.
13 was our cutoff. And it was all those different ages. I mean, up over this song.
Okay, so even though you guys do make Christian music, is there still people in the church who just don't like it because it's just rap, like some old people, or have you guys ever experienced that?
Not to my memory.
No?
Not anybody that was just like, no.
Good.
Is just a matter of like they take the time to listen. Now there are some people who are less into it than others.
Right.
Mhm.
But like they take the time to listen and they hear like, oh. It's more like that. It's more like a reaction like, oh, okay.
Okay, I didn't realize that this was a thing, but all right.
Yeah, I didn't know I was gonna like this.
Yeah.
Or just I didn't know this existed. Like for a lot of them. It was,
Right.
oh.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
no,
lie,
they
like
do
I
this.
remember back in the day when like the church channel was channel 3. And
Yep,
one time
yep.
I seen a Christian rap video and I mean I was probably in like 8th grade, but I was like, I did not know that this was a thing.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean they was killing it and it's cool, but it's like it's not really something that is like really mainstream.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Still I mean it's got a lot more traction than it had.
I was just gonna ask, like, do you guys like what are some of the artists that you I would say look up to who are in the same genre as you, like the Christian rap genre?
I think my favorite like Christian rapper is Trip Lee, just because like his
Shout out Trip Lee.
yeah, his story, just about perseverance
Yeah.
and in life and how he handles his adversity, and then how he allows God to be able to mature him as a man. And then of course he has his own church, he pastors.
Oh, really?
So I mean he is like evolving. You can see like the change in his life, and that's something that as far as me, like we all want to continue to grow and become something better.
Yeah.
So in life, and so like having people like that I look at, I'm just like, man, I got, no matter the obstacles in front of me, I got to keep moving. So I
Yeah.
gotta trust God. I gotta keep getting better.
Gotta keep going.
Probably
Scott? Great Scott.
honestly, one of the Christian hip hop albums that really woke me up to Christian hip hop was "Wake Up" by Swoop. That was like when I was like, okay, this isn't just a rapper that's talking about God trying to sound like other rappers. Like this dude actually had a distinctive sound,
He
and
has
that
his own
album
sound.
sat with me for a minute. Like it lived in my rotation for a while, and it was like the more I was getting to live is Christ, to die is. I was like, yo, this is fire. What is happening today?
Yeah.
And then I got from that, I kind of segued into Bizzle. And Bizzle is like a pure MC.
He does not sound like a
he
Christian
is-
rapper
he
at
is-
all.
Bars.
And that's the thing. Like that to
Wow.
me showed me that there's no distinction. It's just bars.
Yeah.
Like this is your motivation. This is your life. The music that you make should pull from your real life, and that's what we lack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because so many of these artists are living out a persona that they don't actually live.
Yep.
Right.
You guys
But-
are not killing as many people
Yeah,
as you're talking
you're
about.
not killing anyone.
Yeah,
because you're a
facts.
business and a commodity. Like you can't be a gangster. Like it doesn't. Why are you still trying to portray this? You have to make money.
Right.
The people who actually do what you do don't live in your world because they don't care about being legal.
Yeah.
You care about being legal. But with Bizzle, it's just that's his life. He's a Christian. He's a devout Christian. He lives it. He struggles. He has his issues. He's real about it. But he's able to deliver it with his skill set, which is bars. Like I'm nice with this.
Yeah.
It's like if I'm an artist and I paint, I could paint about like the work, like regular things. But if I'm good at painting and I paint about Christ, it's gonna be good because I'm a good painter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you're good at what you're doing, it doesn't matter what you're talking about.
True,
You can do it in
true,
a great
true.
way.
And he one of those like artists that was secular beforehand.
Right.
So
Oh,
he
okay.
wasn't always a Christian. So
Yeah.
like
Oh, okay.
he started out somewhere different. So his perspective is so broad because he's seen a lot of stuff in the streets and he did a lot of dirt. So he'd be the first to tell you that he ain't perfect. But
Mhm.
but God, that's his message. Like so the audience that he's talking to, like it's easy to draw them in because it's like, man, I've been where you at.
Right.
Because they hear a lot that they relate to in the music,
Absolutely.
plus the message.
Right.
You know what
Yep.
I mean? Okay, so all right. So how did you guys go from just doing a nay, making a local church hit, to forming a group?
God, don't call it a hit.
I mean,
Really.
I mean,
Oh,
you know what
I
I'm
know,
saying?
man, his disdain.
Between
I-
the 8-year-olds and
I-
the teens, that's a hit, baby.
Oh man.
It's because he was already continuing to rap. You know what I'm saying, through this whole time.
Yeah.
So for me, it was just exciting to be back in the booth. So for him, it's just like, man, I've been doing all this great
And,
stuff.
and the thing is, my music was already making that transition. Like I made 2 songs, Bread of Life, and then I cannot remember the name of the other one. But I had 2 songs already in the pocket that were my first like entree into the like Christian realm.
So when you first was
And
rapping,
so
like
when I first was rapping, I was just it wasn't like anything gangster because that's not me. I just
But it
rapped about
wasn't-
my life, but it wasn't
wasn't
like about
Christian
God. It was
rap.
just about me. It was
Okay.
I rapped about myself and about my life, and I just didn't. I was like, this is the only way for my music to be genuine is for me to just talk about myself and what I go through.
Mhm.
But then I was like, okay, well, this could actually touch people on a higher level because I know how much God has done for me.
Right.
So I was like, what if I take my same passion and just apply it to something that, hey, I'm not going to tell you what you should be doing. I'm just going to tell you what God did for me.
So basically, you were transitioning into a Christian rapper, and you were just dusting off the microphone and just coming back. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah, you know,
And
he was doing that.
And I wasn't Christian. I mean, when I was rapping, it just was about life.
That was
and
going to be my next question. Were
females, cars, cologne. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you smell good, look good, feel?
and no, it's how all those things attract. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you're
So
right.
like how they all come together. So that's what I was always on. I mean, my first song that I wrote was to like the Will Smith like Nightmares beat. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Old school with it.
yeah. So I mean, it's like that was on like an album. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like
Uh-huh.
I was just spinning around.
Like
you know
that
what
was
I'm
on a
saying?
record.
Trying to go back like with the pen. So yeah. So it wasn't even close. So for me, just being able to be back in the studio, like I just credit all that to like just being excited about it, and then also like for
Yeah.
Scott, like leading me back to what I'm saying, getting to a point where I'm comfortable.
Okay.
Which
Yeah.
I don't even take it like that. I look at it like you knew how to drive. I just happen to have.
You just put him back
I just
in
happen.
the-
Yeah, I just
in the
happen to
driver's
have
seat.
a car. I happen to have a vehicle.
Yeah.
Which was shout out to Just a Dream Entertainment because that's where
Shout
we
out to Just
recorded
a Dream.
our first songs. That's where we did everything. Like
Yeah.
Just a Dream was it from the beginning, and that's where I met Loki, and I recorded with him once before that, and then everything after that was Sound of His Will.
Yeah.
So
How did you guys come up with the name Sound of His Will?
I was just in the acronyms, and so it was like
Oh, you
I
just
was like, we got to
randomly-
come up with something that here's what I almost did. I almost went to the Wu-Tang name generator and was like put in just the like our names and just saw what it came up with. But then I was like, nah. And then I was
That
thinking
would have been
about-
so whack if you would have did that.
Right.
Here's what I was thinking of. I thought of Soldier Boy and SODMG, Stacks on Deck, Money Gang, and I was like, we could do something like that. He ain't the only. No, let me just see what I could come up with. And then it was just like we just want to have a sound. We got a unique sound. We sounded so different.
Yeah.
Like we are polar opposites on tracks.
Yeah.
And that added to how unique we are as a group. And so it was like this is exactly what God sounds like. We're coming from 2 different perspectives. Like when I talk about our music, I talk to non-believers. I feel like that's my. It took me a while to figure out what my audience was and what my demographic was. I speak to non-believers and fledgling in faith, and which
Okay.
means like you just started believing in God or you just got back to God.
So, Ro, like, when did you start, like, really being in the church and, like, teaching and stuff like that?
Well, so I was saved about 14
Oh, okay.
from my own volition. So I was saved when I was younger, but I think that was more for like our parents. You
I
know?
did that too in
For the
church,
look.
and you
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
like
Yeah, so
you
it's
want to
just-
do it,
yeah,
but
it's
it's
just
not
like, yeah,
like
Mom.
your choice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
getting baptized, so it's just like, yeah. But 14, I felt that rush, and I got up on my own and was like, all right, I'm gonna give my life to Christ. And from that point forward, like I've been in church. So as far as teaching is concerned, I mean, I'm a leader at my church, and I've been a leader for the last 18 years.
That's what's up, man.
So it's been a minute, and
Yeah.
I've done all kind of things, and teaching was kind of like the bridge in between. So like I did that for about 10 years.
Okay.
So taught adults, and then ended up coming back to teenagers, and then kids.
Went to the kids, try to
Yeah.
reach them early. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
So okay, guys. So when y'all go into the studio, and when you guys were first going into the studio, was y'all trying to make Christian music that didn't really sound like Christian music, or did that just come organically? Because I'm telling you, bro, like y'all songs do not like it's not at least what I'm used to from the small of my amount of Christian rap that I
Yeah.
have ingested. Like, is that something that you guys try to do, or
I just think that that's organic.
Yeah, it
Because
just be happening.
I don't like robe music. My wife would tell you, like, if I sound like a choir and they in the robes rocking, like I'm off. I'm off it. I mean, like your worship experience or what you're trying to get out of praise and worship, or what you're trying to hear anyway, is particular to everybody else. To you personally. So for me, I just love the sound of music, beats. I like the 808s.
yeah,
Like I just like how things sound, and because we grew up on hip hop, like there's nothing else but that sound to me that I love. So I mean, I love R&B, I love jazz, I love rap. So like it's in that realm, and I love live music, whatever it could be. So if we find the sound that intertwines into that, then I'm always with it, and that's how it's always been. We just put it together based on what we hear.
Do y'all do you guys pray before y'all like record songs, or like go in the booth
I don't
or
think-
whatever?
I mean, I'll say a prayer like sometimes beforehand, or like honestly, that goes into like writing. Like
Yeah.
as the song, and for me, as the song comes to fruition, like I'm kind of just I don't really plan nothing. I wait literally for like some inspiration to hit, and it might hit listening to something that I like. It might hit just walking through the house. I'm trying to think of a song that like
3:30.
3:30. That was like for the Cavs and for Cleveland, and that was like just on some we need one.
Yeah,
Like we
okay.
need something. That was in 2015. That was a year before we got one. And
Exactly.
it was like
Y'all put it in motion.
That's what I'm saying. Like we like the energy that you put behind something. Like we got a song for the Browns too.
Yep.
So we getting something at some point, because I feel like
They
we
need
put the
it, y'all.
energy
Y'all
out
need
there.
y'all need to go and blare that. They need
something
it. man.
is going to happen. But like, let me trying to think. Wannabe.
Okay. Yeah.
Wannabe.
That's a good one.
That was like, for me, it was like thinking of, okay, how can I illustrate the hypocrisy of people who say they need God in the moment, like when things is down bad, and then as soon as everything is good, Bizzle had a good analogy too. He said, when you at cruising altitude, ain't nobody got nothing to say to God. When you start hitting that nosedive, my dad had another saying from the Army. He said, ain't no atheist in the foxhole. Like when you in battle, when you in the heat of battle,
man, that's
that's
true.
what they said in the Army.
Yeah.
Yeah,
ain't
that's real.
no atheist, ain't no color, and ain't no money in the foxhole. Don't nobody care what race you are. Don't nobody care how much money you got. And everybody praying to God in the foxhole. So
Right.
when your plane start diving, that's when everybody is like, God, help
true.
me, please,
Facts.
Jesus,
Facts.
please. Lord God, not like this, not like this. And then when that plane land, or when that plane figure out some kind of way, then the glory go to the pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you dust
Yeah.
yourself off, and then it's like, okay, well, we came through that. Thank you for the pilots. And,
Yeah.
and it's like, don't nothing. And so it was like the beginning of that song is keep it a buck, man. You want a safety net so you can shake regret. We can make a bet. You need a plan, but you ain't made it yet. I've seen you. You only seem to really need to. You know what I'm saying? Then you just lean on a crutch like he'll redeem you. No, like it's like, you you want to live.
You
in
have
that
to have a
hypocrisy.
constant
Yeah, you gotta be
relationship with
consistent
them
with
if
it.
you
Like,
want them to really.
for it to be real.
Yeah.
For it to be real, because it's like the worst time to call on. I'm a shamelessly quote my pastor, but the worst time to call on God is when you need Him.
Yep.
The worst time to have to seek God is when you need Him.
And we was
Yeah,
talking, and I
facts.
think that like that song birthed. Like I was in an emergency room talking to him. Like my kid was in the back.
Okay.
We was headed back there because we didn't know what's going on with her, and I called him like, man, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like this is just crazy. Like I'm grounded, and like in my faith, and I'm still like, God, I need to see you work.
You
I'm
still
gonna
lose-
need to see
yeah.
you work.
Yeah.
But the belief in that conversation, he just was like, oh, I'm gonna hit you back.
and I had one. I mean, and it was like I felt in the moment. It's like, man, this is nuts. You getting off the phone with this man to write. He going through all it, but that guy was immediately speaking
Yeah.
like, okay, you need to do something with this.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
do something with this. Don't just go through what you're going through. I gave you this gift.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying, of being able to express what you're experiencing through music. Use it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's a good segue into, I feel like, our mission statement scripture is 1 Peter 4, verse 10 through 11. And it's literally about using, like, you can't have this gift and not use it.
Right.
True.
So whatever you have can be brought to bear for God's glory.
Yeah.
You just gotta ask God how am I supposed to use what I got.
And then be prepared,
Right,
to
right.
walk in it. So
Be
like,
prepared to walk in the path that you
That you
asking
asked
to be
for.
on.
You asked me for
Yeah.
this.
mhm.
How do you guys think that your music has evolved from the first project to this last project that y'all put out?
Go ahead. I don't want to, because I don't want to. I got my.
This is that sound is the latest project from Sound of His Will, right?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
Make sure y'all go cop that. It's on
Everywhere.
it's on everything.
Everywhere. YouTube music.
I was listening to it on YouTube, man, and you know what I'm saying? I had the whole thing right there. So make sure y'all go get that album. This is that sound.
Yeah. I think
So Evolution, tell me about it, guys.
I mean, it's just the first album. This is the tape. So was us just kind of collaborating together with
Mhm.
the ideas or the things that we've seen in life. Like this project is it's a straight direction. Like we know exactly where we're going, who we're talking to.
No wavering. Y'all know
Nah.
exactly who you're trying to
Yeah,
reach.
it's point blank. So I think that's the biggest difference between this is the tape and then this project, this is that sound, is the fact that we know who we are.
Okay.
So and
okay.
we're more mature. The music is more mature. So when I say mature, I mean it's like specific. It's right at
Yeah.
you. So
What's you guys' favorite song from y'all first project?
Mm.
the first one, I mean it's a lot. Like I'm gonna say Misinformation.
Okay. Misinformation.
Wannabe. We got busy. And Wannabe is the lead off. Like I love when the first song on the album is like, oh, they ain't playing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When you guys, so hypothetical question for each of y'all. Let's say somebody hit you up, artist who's a non-Christian artist. They want you to get on the song.
Mhm.
The song is just crazy. Fuck these bitches, fuck
Yeah.
these all this crazy shit. But they fuck with y'all, so they want y'all to be on the joint.
Right.
What are you gonna do, Rob? Then
Yeah,
Scott.
go ahead.
We're gonna talk about it first.
Yeah.
I mean, the first thing we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna unpack it, dissect it, and see if it fit. If it fits into what we are about. That's really what it comes down to.
We're almost going through that literally right now.
Yes, we are.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're going through
I'll let him finish it, but like I just popped in my head. that
So
we're-
I mean, we hear them out. Like, what's the concept? Like, what you trying to accomplish?
Mhm.
Who you talking to? And then what do you want to get out of it? You know, which is like that's how we look at our music. Like, it got to be glorifying to God in some way or form. So if we be a part of it, like this is the sound of His will. Like His is not us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His is God. So it's
No.
like
Because y'all got a message, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And you guys don't really have, I mean, like y'all don't really make songs just to be chilling and whatever.
Right.
Every song has a message.
Well, it does. I mean, but there's songs that feel good to us too, and songs that are specific, to a particular audience or a particular topic. just because we want to be able to cover it because that's something that's important.
Yeah, true.
But in this instance, as far as rocking with a different artist, it really just depends on their
He like,
direction.
yo, man. Man, it's just hot, man. And I
Yeah.
just want you on it. Like,
Yeah.
are you gonna
Yeah.
you?
Probably not.
That's
Oh,
tough
okay,
because there's I mean, and then there's also I don't want to.
I'm all
So
good.
there's a thing called cohesion.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Facts.
like people are gonna hear it. People
Mhm.
are gonna hear when a song genuinely gels and when you trying to fit a square peg in a round hole.
Oh, true.
And so it's gonna speak to the quality of the song too.
Right.
It's you ought to be invested in that too. If your song is so hot,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? You should be somewhat to some degree invested in the cohesion of the song. Like, okay, this is such a stark contrast to what I'm hearing up to this point. I'm hearing about money, rock, sex, drugs, rock and roll,
Money, cars, hoes.
all the way up to this point, and then we get to this part, and suddenly, and our verse ain't gonna be all God the whole way through, but like you ain't about to hear that,
But
Yeah.
what you will be disappointed about is we'll probably murder the song.
right?
You guys
will get
will
cooked.
probably
You will
murder
get
the
cooked
song.
on your
And then
own
it'll be
song,
like
too.
then it'll be our vibe, and then you'll be an outcast in it.
Right, and it'll be
Ooh.
like, where was you? It'll be like when Drake jumps on somebody's song,
Yeah.
and it's like
We all forget about
you
the other person.
skip over a verse to get
Yeah.
to his verse, and it's like not, not to say that we on a level, but it's like if you come into a song just chasing the wave,
Mhm.
you're gonna crash dealing with us.
Yo, man. If you want a song from Sound of His Will, you want a verse from these two brothers, yo, come correct, man. We got messages we trying to bring. We
And
ain't
it's
trying to
just-
pop bottles, man.
it's
We
bars,
drinking
man.
communion, son.
It's-
Oh no, we could pop bottles.
It's bars.
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
like
And
we drink
we
real
champagne,
people.
Yeah, you
but it's
drank last
bars.
episode.
Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
bars.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Like it's bars. Just don't play. Like
Yeah.
don't come with a song that you think is a hot. You excited because you feel like a lot of people gonna gravitate to the concept of the song.
Yeah.
No,
It's not.
How many times have you guys performed in front of a crowd that was non-Christian? And if you have, what was the reception from that
we
crowd?
once
Maybe once.
Once?
that-
What was it like?
the community outreach thing wasn't strictly Christian.
It wasn't.
It was at a church, but it wasn't a strictly Christian crowd.
Well, well, those type of events, like it was outside.
Outside,
It was
Yes,
it was a big community event, so they
Yeah.
was giving away food. But I will say that the people that was engaged were engaged.
Where, yeah,
So
people
So be
were
like, oh, I know that's right. God, get it. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
So I mean, we hear that, and then people would turn around like,
Who that?
who is that?
Yeah.
So
you got to get it rocking. You know what I
You
mean?
got
You
to.
know, it's a community event. A lot of people are, around all that good stuff.
And it's not. I mean, to me, it's like it's not gonna be hard for you to like. Our music ain't something you got to sit through.
No.
No,
and just be like.
No, it's not. Ladies and gentlemen,
whose nephew
if you
is
think,
this?
ladies and
Whose
gentlemen,
cousin?
if you think that you are going, like, we talking about Christian rap, but these guys are rappers. And I'm telling you right now, somebody who does not listen to Christian rap, and I mean, just because, I don't know. But, like, they definitely got.
you a participant.
Yeah.
You a rapper.
Yeah,
and
true.
you got bars. Like,
True.
So it's not like that's like a basketball player watching somebody else play and then going like, he good for a Christian. No.
Yeah, true.
Like,
True.
he's
You're right.
shooting
Man,
from
you're right.
40. Like,
you're right. I'm putting you guys in a
good.
box. Guys, it's not just about the Christian thing. I'm telling you that these guys' music is awesome. Like, just, earlier today, I threw at least 3 songs on my list on, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
which one was it?
the one with Loki,
Madness.
yeah, Madness, Tag Check, and I forgot the name of it, but I think it was called Information.
Misinformation.
Misinformation.
Misinformation. Great songs,
Check out
man.
the videos too.
And it's like, bro, like, honestly, like, just listen to it.
And that's just what
It's-
just what has visuals, man. Like we got
Yeah.
so much. Like I genuinely don't feel like we got our best song. Our best. I feel like some of our best songs do not have music videos yet.
Yeah.
Like, not saying that the songs that have music videos aren't great, but like some of our some of our nasty work.
Y'all need to, you
like
guys,
it'll get spooky. Like if you really start putting us up against your favorite rapper, it'll get spooky.
you guys need to do a video the first time. Like, for sure. Like, y'all need to do a video to that because, like, I don't know, like, just listening to that song, like, I feel like somebody who who is kind of maybe wrestling with their relationship with the church, I feel like that song is a song that like makes somebody want to change their life and go to church because it's talking about real shit, but it's also talking about how God helped you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, in the midst of all the, craziness.
And here, just to show you that like those things are inspired by real life. I'm not a street dude at all, but that song was inspired mainly by two events for me: when my brother got shot and when my cousin got stabbed.
I was gonna ask you who it was about,
and it's like I just went by what I felt from those two moments, and it's like I don't know what my people's relationship with God is, but I'm like scared for my people in those moments. Hearing about it, I don't know what. Now, with my brother, it was minor, like it was a minor wound.
Yeah.
But like, I remember how I heard about it. It was in the text.
Yeah.
No details. Just your brother got shot.
Hey, you got shot.
You know what I'm saying? And in that moment,
crazy.
I'm in the church, so I'm panicked, and I'm like, oh, I got to think about this extra layer now. Does my brother have any relationship with God on top of that? Because I don't even know if he's gone, or you know what I mean? Like I don't even know.
True.
I don't know what's about to happen. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like moments like that extra layer, and that's the thing that for people that think it's easier for Christians, this is an extra thing that we have to think about.
Yep.
That if you ain't in no kind of faith, you don't even got to worry about it.
Yeah, you don't. Man, just that song is pretty powerful. No hook, just
Right, yeah, it's
bars.
just what I mean, straight bars, and it's just
24s.
It's straight real-ish.
Yeah, just life.
So okay, so what's you guys' process like when you guys are putting together a project? Like, do you guys just record a bunch of songs and be like, all right, man, we're gonna pick this, and that, or do y'all sit down with a theme and be like, look, man, all the songs on this is gonna be boom, 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 boom?
You know what? I feel like it comes together thematically.
Yes.
I feel like somehow, and that's what I feel like is his will part.
Yeah.
Is we have like we usually end up with like a basket of songs to pull from.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then as they come together, they form a theme.
Yeah, and then if we missing something, then we'll talk about it. We'll be like, all right, we missing this part. Like the end of This Is That Sound, it's a song called Lifting. That was one of the last tracks we recorded, if not the last one. So it's a song that got Maurice F. Martin on it, like he on the hook. And it's just a worship song. We just talking about like worship, like giving God his flowers, you could say.
Yeah. Got to give God his flowers, man.
So that's so that was something that we just like we needed to have that to tie everything else that we had in the album in. So,
what's you guys' favorite song from this project?
Man,
I defer.
I like the intro.
yeah, the intro.
I like the
Shout
intro.
out
Big
to
Maul.
Listen, Jamal Dean, Big Maul.
Man,
I
I
like
don't
the
even.
intro.
I can't. I'm gonna plead the fifth. So, I don't know. I mean,
Scott. Yo, basically they saying that every song is hot. If you have not listened to the new album, This Is That Sound by Sound of His Will, I repeat, This Is That Sound by Sound of His Will. Go and check it out now.
I mean, I can tell you if I'm feeling a certain way, then it's a certain
And
song
that's
I might
it.
start with.
Yeah.
That is
True,
definitely it.
true.
That is definitely it. Because I've had days where I've jumped to songs like I won't number track 15. I won't 10.
Right.
I really love We Want It All. I really love We Want It All.
Okay.
That is just it is such a anthem. It's such a war cry.
Describe it for the people who have not heard it.
We Want It All is kind of like a declaration that I want to have this and that. Like, so with walking in faith, I can't have my faith and money. I can't have my faith and money and my family be good. I can't have faith and money and my family good and my health. I gotta lose something in following Christ. That's my cross. Like, my cross to bear is that, as soon as I follow God, and that's the thing, people make that correlation between, as soon as I start following God, I start losing. No, those are W's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, God is about the W. He don't take L's. What you might lose might feel like a loss, but that was weight off you. You lost weight. You was carrying or work, you was putting something on a level with me that wasn't supposed to be up there. Your job was your God.
Yeah.
And then you started following me, and I took that from you because you was worshiping that. You wasn't trusting me.
Is that what you call
But-
is that what you call worshiping false idols?
That's
Is that,
it.
is that what it
That's
means when
it.
they
And it's like
Yeah.
putting your faith and your trust in things that just ain't going. You was worshiping your. I mean, not to, but like you was worshiping your blunt. You needed your drink. You needed whatever to get through your day. Now this is not
needed
to
that
shame.
tobacco?
This is not to shame nobody because I drink. I don't smoke.
He's trying to shame us,
But-
y'all. No, I'm joking.
But like, I don't like. My thing is, I don't need that. Like in moments where I lose, like if you lose somebody, those are the moments where people is like, I gotta smoke.
Mhm.
I gotta be high to not didn't know.
Yep.
Those is the moments when I gotta pray.
Mhm.
I gotta seek. Cause I am not getting through this on my own. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like in those moments, that's where you have the W because you have somebody you can seek over every worldly thing it's not gonna do it for you anyway. After I'm high, when I come down from my high, my people still gone.
True.
You know what I'm
True.
saying? Like once I'm drunk, as soon as I sober up, my money still, you know what I'm saying? Whatever was wrong before I got high, before I got drunk, before I whatever, you know what I mean, did what I had to do. Once all that wear off, that's still gonna be whatever's wrong is still gonna be wrong.
It's still gonna be right there
Yeah.
in front of you.
You know
It's
what
not
I'm
going
saying? So,
anywhere, you know?
Yeah, it's just it's the reality of life.
Yeah.
Like we're not gonna be able to get past it. So
Right.
like as Christians on our end, like we want to encourage people, like there's something else that you can tap into in those times
Right.
that can cover you, so you don't feel like you got to do it on your own. And I think that's always what it comes down to is we feel like that we have to do it on our own, which leads us to all these different decisions that we got to make. So those decisions end up proving to be the wrong ones.
Yeah.
So I mean, in this song anyway, we just talking about like wanting what we deserve, which is peace, money.
Which is
Like,
what God wants for you
tranquility.
anyway.
Yeah,
Which is what everybody
I
wants.
want. Like,
you know
like
what I mean?
these are not things that God don't want for you. I don't know
Nah.
where people get the notion that like God just don't want you to be straight.
Yeah.
Like
God
if
don't
you-
want you out here broken ass.
right? Like if it's within His will for you, as soon as you start going away from Him, that's when you're gonna start losing this stuff. But if it's within His will for you, you can have the money, you can have the family straight, you can have the marriage straight, you can have
cars and the clothes.
cars and the clothes. But no, can't have the.
I'm about to say, wait, does
But
God
you
want me
can
to have a
still
host
be-
And a
too?
wife.
You can
He wants you to have
still
a
be successful.
He was like, a wife. Yeah.
But like you can have success, just not the way you think it should look.
Yeah.
It's not the way you have come up with the world believing that this is how it looks. Like the world has a way success look.
Mhm.
It's just not how it looks for God. And we want it all as saying like, man, I want
Say that again, man.
The world has a way that success looks. It's
Mhm.
just not the same way God has it. It's
Yeah.
it's not God's success. That's
love
that's
that.
world success. That's
Yeah.
how it looks
Mm.
in the world.
It does. Like success means that you are jumping on planes, you know, but behind the scenes in the plane, somebody probably snorting cocaine and halfway
Doing some
ODing
crazy
and you know
yeah.
messing up their whole life,
Or-
or messing up somebody else's
Right.
life.
Or success mean that somebody losing and you get to throw it in their face
Yeah.
that you got less than me.
Yeah.
That's another thing that I hate, in particular with among my people, among black people. We always feel like we gotta flex. We
Yeah, we
always
do. We do.
you success ain't success unless you can flex on somebody. What is
Ah,
success
yeah.
unless I know somebody got less? I don't have success.
And that's
True.
it. And that's a whole deep conversation.
Man, listen.
Right.
The systemic,
Right.
systemicness of it. Like that's what we have become as a people because we are so used to not having it.
Right.
Instead of being
So as soon
like,
as you have it, you just like,
Yeah, you
man,
have
fuck
it.
these niggas.
yeah,
Right.
but like it would be nice for me to have it, and then also for you to have it too,
True.
and then this whole block, your whole family to have it,
Right.
You know, and then we have it for generations
Right.
because we just don't get enough like credit for the things that we do in life.
And
Like
we want it
yes,
all.
want it all.
In the great words of Jada Kiss, it feels good when everybody looks decent. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we all want to be good. Okay, guys, tell me about the process of making the song Madness, because I love that song. My guy Loki is on there. I
Him and Loki.
love the video. Like, I love y'all just kind of because see, and then again, that's not some that you feel like you're gonna see
Yeah.
on. in a certain type of
I
genre
didn't
of music.
I didn't write nothing till I heard what they had. So you got that.
Tell me about it.
Mine
So-
was born from them.
Right, real talk. This is life. So this to let people know, like, this is like truly what you go through in life. So like I was in grief recovery.
Mhm.
So grief recovery, it's a program where you just kind of deal with all the issues that you have in your life, kind of pinpoint like maybe something specific or specific people, and you kind of work through it. So in that moment, kind of like halfway through this process, I'm thinking like, man, this is crazy because I'm upset. People around me are upset about things that's happening in their life. And I'm like, I only know a couple ways to be able to like express it.
Mm.
So I told the group, I'm like y'all don't really know me, but I'm gonna write a song. I'm gonna write a song about this process because I want people to know that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to go through things. It's okay to struggle. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to to like be angry.
It's okay, y'all.
It's okay. It's okay to have emotion about things that happen in your life, and it's okay to feel like things aren't fair.
Thank you.
I want the camera to see it.
Yeah, what's fair? So what's fair?
Yeah.
So it led to Madness being being written. So like in that,
It's a great song.
yeah, it's about perception. So like it starts off like lately, been reflecting on how other people's perception of me.
Mm-hmm.
They like you good. Of course, you've been prepared for messy. So messy meaning the losses we've all acquired. Suppressing grief is the trait we lean on because it's admired.
Bars.
So it's like people encourage you not to deal with your pain because it's inconvenient for them.
Yeah.
So the
'Cause
song
they
is
don't
like,
want to be around the mad person.
no, man, come on. Why you so sad here? Like, what I'm saying? Be happy. Let's go. Let's
Yeah.
go kick it. Because that's what you want for this moment. That's not what I need. I need to heal.
Mm.
So Madness is about healing. It's about dealing directly with your pain, like head on. That's why the video looks so nuts. It's
Yeah.
because that's what's happening like behind the scenes.
Right. Beating on walls and you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Scott got the
listen,
chain looking like he about to
listen.
tangle somebody.
I-
You know what I mean?
Again, I just built off of what they was talking about.
Oh, okay.
That's the thing. I'm always a dude with the nutso ideas. So people be feeling like, oh, Scott was tripping. That's these dudes.
Yeah.
So how did it go?
that
So
was-
like,
that
so
was
what?
him and
So what? Rob, you laid something down and then you let him hear it and he just
He spit the verse.
Mm,
He spit
okay.
the verse. For me.
Okay. Spit
Yeah.
the verse.
Yeah, so I spit
Let
the
him
verse.
hear
Well,
it.
because Loki, we was in the studio actually. That's how it came to be. We was in the studio. I don't even remember what song we was making.
Y'all was with Loki?
We was with Loki. We was
That was gonna be
recording.
my next question of how did he get on the song?
Well, we was recording, and then I'm just like, man, this
Can't take nothing.
okay.
That's what we
Can't
was
take
making.
nothing from us. Okay,
Yeah.
so we in there, and I'm just like, I'm just in my feelings. Like the booth was great. Like I'm like, it's amazing in here. But then I come out and I'm looking at Loki, and he just like,
Dead.
So I'm just like, bro,
Yeah.
you all right? He's like, man, it's just tough. So I'm like, we should make a song because I feel like I'm in my feelings too.
Mm.
And then we talked about like, life is crazy, and that's how it's madness.
Madness.
So then, yep,
You guys snapped on that thing, man. Y'all snapped on that thing.
appreciate it.
Here's my thing.
Snapped on that thing.
For me, I was like, you don't get to hear this from these dudes. Everybody like gets the perception that he's happy.
Mm-hmm.
He's the happy
Online,
rapper.
he looks
smiles
happy.
so much more than I do, and it's
I'm not gonna
because-
lie. No, go ahead.
It's because I don't shroud. I don't never put on no happy forever.
Yeah.
If I don't, like as soon as I don't feel it, you know it immediately.
I'm not gonna lie.
and-
Like, sorry.
That's him. But no, that's his demeanor. Like his demeanor is just he's got a especially considering like his life and like what he deals with on a regular basis. Like, and we all go through things. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like
But some of us go through
this
more things.
to be somebody that other people pull from. On top of that, like you get people from within the church that call you when they're going through something. You get people from within your family, like all of us, that call you when you're going through something. You know what it is to be the receptacle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Everybody's everything comes to you.
Mhm.
Usually when things are the craziest, they come to you.
Yeah.
And so to be that, and then everybody just assume that you Gucci. Oh no, you got to know.
They don't think you have any problems.
Like you gonna know. That's the thing. You might call me, but you gonna know I'm pissed too. Oh, you gonna know I'm mad too. You call me at the right time. What?
And if you mad, go stream the song Madness by Sound of His Will, because I'm telling you, it will make you just be like, "Ugh." I was washing dishes when I was listening to it, almost threw a cup against the wall.
It's hard. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here,
Yeah.
up in here.
Facts.
And it was like I said, "Oh yeah, I'll do this." Yeah, you asked me did I want a verse on it, and I was like, "No,
Rob,
I absolutely do not." No.
Yeah.
Rob, what was it like shooting that video? Because from watching you guys' other videos, that is the first video that you really look like,
Emotion.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know. So
Well, I
how
think-
was that like as far as the video shoot?
Well, I think it's what pretty much what was required.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's how I feel. You know,
Yeah.
like, and I think that song, it kind of unlocked some stuff for me too. Just being honest, like it's okay for me to show emotion.
Yeah,
It's okay
true.
for me to be like, nah, I can't talk to you right now.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not emotionally available. My bad. You know, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
So like in like that song, I wanted to match the demeanor of the words. You know what I'm saying? So the bars, you get a chance to see like, oh, this dude is for real. He could be upset, or he's dealing with something that like it's hard for him to let go.
Yeah, yeah.
So like
it
that
comes out in the verse and in the video, and just like the color of the video. And
It was like watching Captain
scenery.
America go dark. It was like,
yeah.
yo,
Yeah, you know, just because, you know, preparing for this, you know, looking at you guys in social media and stuff, like, I feel like, you know, Rob, like, you don't have a frown on your face nowhere on social media.
no, I mean,
And in this one, you beating on the wall, and you like, you know what I mean?
well, I mean that's
Fire, though.
That's a part about being encouraged. Like I'm never too high or never too low. Like I don't,
Yeah.
and I don't have expectations usually. So like I can maneuver through things a lot easier
Yeah.
sometimes. But I know in this video though, I like the concept. We really want people to know that like being like you're bottling your emotions is
it's
just unhealthy.
dangerous. It's
Yeah.
dangerous.
Like
True.
That's what I represent.
that's what he represent.
I was like, my whole premise was I want to be the crazy one. I want to be that thing in the middle that, and that's what the mask was about. For me,
Mhm.
the whole mask covering the whole face is what it is when you don't show nothing. When you don't release nothing, you don't let nobody know you're upset. You don't get to feel nothing.
Mhm.
That's how I be, man. Because
Yeah.
I be like, I don't know, because I don't know, like, part of it is me just not really. I be feeling like people be in my business, and I don't want to be
Right,
telling people
right.
what I'm going. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, even if something is wrong, like I'm definitely the type to be like, "What's wrong?" And I'm just like,
And you don't know what
chilling.
people gonna use.
Yeah.
You don't know what
Yeah.
people gonna use.
Yeah.
You know, people are just the messiest. So it's a messy menagerie at this point. People just it draws people.
True.
You know, and so you get uncomfortable sharing things because you don't know what's about to be used against you. You don't
Yeah.
know what's gonna be. That's one of the big drawbacks from therapy and trying to get black people to get into like seeking regular therapy. It's
Right.
just that inner shell, that guardedness is a survival. for
Because I be
us,
thinking people
you
gonna be
know?
like using shit against me
Yeah.
and shit, and like trying to, you know what I'm saying, treat me a
It's
different
hard.
way because there's something going on. You know
I
what I
know,
mean?
but so what?
But
That,
once
that,
you-
I mean, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So what?
Yeah.
Because like at the end of the day, do you want to go to sleep at night, or do you care about them going to sleep
Right.
at night? Like it's
True.
you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I'm gonna edit that out.
I mean, because nobody. I mean, they attack you maybe because they're trying to get something out of you, but like
Yeah.
you need to get something out of it too.
True.
So, and if you get free from it, like you ain't gonna care what the people think. Like I can care
Facts.
less what people
Yeah.
think. I just don't care. And I know that's probably one of the drawbacks, you know, for me at being who I am is because I am so even keeled. But sometimes it's just like, well, it don't really matter to me.
Well,
Sometimes it boils over.
and then it's like one of the things that I feel like people should get from the song is it's okay to feel
Yep.
and it's okay to be hurt
Mm.
and be hurt and feel it, and you shouldn't care in the point that it makes you fear. You should not be afraid to give what you're feeling to somebody and tell somebody what you're going through. And that's what I think a lot of people mess up is that they, I'm not going to tell you. I mean, I hear what my brother's saying, but like, I'm not going to tell you not to care because that's not realistic. Everybody cares what people think, no matter what.
I
If you
do.
don't, you're lying.
I do care.
But like,
I care.
you shouldn't care to the point where it stops you from doing anything about
Yeah.
There
how
you go.
feel.
It should just be like a.
It should just be
afterthought,
like
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
I know people. Somebody's gonna hit me when they hear about this. Somebody's gonna hear about it, and they're gonna try to hurt me with it after the
Yeah.
fact, and I probably will, and it probably will hurt.
Yeah.
But at the end of it, owning all of that is a way. That's breaking free, and that
Yeah,
whole
true.
song is about. Look, y'all, this is how ugly it is,
Real life.
but this is what is underneath you if you don't address it. This is what's here. This is how bad it's gonna get if you don't do nothing about this.
You're gonna be walking around with a chain trying to strangle
Listen,
somebody. And you don't want to do
listen.
that.
Well, no, the chain is inside. Like
That's it.
that's your that's
and you remember seeing me choking myself
Yeah.
with it, and like it's like that's what you're doing. Like you tight, you feel like you are guarding yourself against other people, but you're really just smothering yourself.
and people can't. They won't even be
They
able to
don't.
tell.
They won't. They
Mm.
will not lose a wink of sleep
No.
over it.
Wow.
It don't hurt nobody but you.
And
It
that's
don't hurt.
how.
That's
like,
real, man.
And people go through that. That's how people end up drinking themselves to death or overdosing. I mean, people just don't know how to intervene because we're not honest about how we feel.
I feel like that is so true, especially in the black community,
Yeah.
man. Because I feel like, because I feel like niggas, don't want to show their emotion and don't want to be seen a certain way. And like, I'm niggas because
Right.
I be like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But it's like, songs like that and just seeing that, like, definitely is a good way to like encourage somebody. Like, yo, it's okay to be angry about stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's what that song represents.
Yeah.
And get
I
help.
love the song.
And,
True.
yeah.
Get help.
And I love the song. I love the video. I love the concept. I love everything. So now, we're going to get to a little segment that I like to call Top 3.
Oh God.
Top 3, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so, you guys are in the church life, so this one is going to be tailored to that. We're going to start with Scott. Oh, no.
You can.
All right,
That's fine.
all right,
That's
cool.
fine.
Because this nigga was Googling shit last time and they ain't know.
Oh.
All right, okay.
I'm putting it up. I'm putting it up.
This is one.
It was only for dates. That's
This
the only
is
thing I
one.
was-
This is one that I think that you guys won't even. It'll take me longer to do it than you guys. So,
Okay.
top 3 favorite gospel songs of all time.
Gospel.
Gospel.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna say we fall down, but we get up.
Who sings that? I don't.
We fall down,
Is that Sap?
but we get up.
Kirk Franklin. Is that Kirk Franklin?
Kirk Franklin is amazing.
Yes.
How you not know that was
Is
Kirk
it?
Franklin?
Huh. Okay, so we fall down, but we get up. I'm gonna go. It's gonna be all mainstream stuff. It's just being real. Oh no. Yeah, it is. It still is. But okay, so we fall down, but we get up. Yeah, take me to the king. No, break every chain. Break every chain.
Who sings that?
Crap. What is her? Oh man, I'm bad
Crap
with
sings
names.
it.
I'm bad with names.
Yeah, well, see, our wives would be very disappointed.
Everybody,
That's what
there's so many people.
I
I've heard so
thought.
many
Like I
choirs
thought
and
you
so many
guys were gonna
people-
just fly through this
I've
and
heard so
know
many
everything.
choirs and
Well,
so
no,
many
I mean,
people
no,
do
it's-
renditions of it. Like you lose who actually made the song.
Yeah, okay,
And-
okay,
and yes, and I got a favorite song that I have no idea who's singing.
Yeah, like I've heard so many different renditions of, but "Break Every Chain" is huge. My wife will immediately probably know who I'm talking about.
I think it's
And
Tasha Cobbs.
Tasha Cobbs might be
Tasha
it.
Cobbs.
Because she had some kind of remix with Nicki Minaj too. Yeah, so I think it is Tasha Cobbs. But yeah, "Break Every Chain" and "Stomp," Kirk Franklin. Although
Classic song.
I don't know why, but I feel like "We Fall Down, But We Get Up" with somebody else. But okay, two Kirk Franklins and a Tasha Cobbs. But yeah,
I mean-
"Stomp," "We Fall Down and We Get Up," and "Break."
Well,
Every
somebody
Chain.
else was singing.
Nice.
I mean, but
There's so many people
but
I've heard
Kirk
sing
Franklin
that song.
produced the song.
Yeah,
and he just in the background, because he don't sing himself, but like he
Yeah.
he made the sound.
why
Oh,
is
Kirk Franklin doesn't sing.
No. Why? No. Why is he straight up DJ Khaled of
Yeah.
Christian?
He
music?
is. That
Yeah.
man,
Cold.
that man
Yeah.
gets me hyped,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
So,
And-
saved life. Give me your top 3.
Okay, so I know one of my favorite go tos would be William Murphy.
Oh,
We
yeah.
in church. It's just like William Murphy is a psalmist that like he just.
in general, you can just say his name. You don't got to name a song.
I mean, it's just like you just.
He's
listen-
that dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll go anywhere to listen to him live because like in the arena, like the spirit of God to be moving, and it'll just take you there. So
You wouldn't
like,
even say like LeBron.
nah.
He's like the Magic Johnson almost, or the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah,
He's just that dude.
So he legend status
Yeah.
in the world of Christian
Yeah,
music.
he just I mean it's just like it make a dude that don't want to do nothing in church. You know,
Yeah.
like you hear praise and worship and you be like, but
Yeah.
it'll make you be like, ah, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like lift your hands up, you know what I'm saying? Cry. I mean, because like his sound just hit your soul. So like for me, like that his sound, like for music, like for what I'm going through or what I need to hear, like it'll just take me to a place where I just get lost. You know, and that's kind of what you want music to do for you is and what you want to get lost in the music so you can kind of forget about what's going on, you know,
True,
kind of mask
true.
the you know the situation. So that would be one. And then like it's the song that I mentioned that I don't know. I don't know who sing the song, but it's one of my top.
Say it
top-
again. The song.
I can't.
Oh, you can't remember the
I
song,
can't remember.
man?
I can't find it. Like I'll try to get my wife to find it. Like you know, it's like the lyrics is you know like I'm moving out the way. So like that's the only part
I'm
that I
moving
remember.
out the way.
Yeah, like
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm
if
not
you
gonna
know
Google
what
nothing.
gospel
I
song
know
I'm
it's
not
we
gonna
are,
so
Google
vague.
nothing.
It's so vague.
I'm moving.
I heard.
if you know what gospel song we're talking about, guys,
Oh
put
my
it in the
gosh.
comments.
It was a female sung it like you know like it's I can't
Say the words again. It was a female singer, and say the words
female
again.
songist, and she like I move everything out the way, so everything moves out the way. So it's like for you, Jesus. So move everything out the way.
Mm.
So
Oh,
the
I
song,
gotta change one of mine when
so
he get done.
So the song
I
is
gotta
just
change one
like
of
you
mine.
know like I'm going to move all the things that's important to me out of the way to get to you. You know, because
sounds fire.
like that's where peace is. So that I just can't if y'all can help me.
My unknown family, everybody, you know what I'm saying? All 96 of y'all. Shout out that we got 96 subscribers now, too. You know what I'm saying? But we need every one of y'all to go find out this song.
Man, I have no idea, but I know it was in this it's she's Latina too, so
A Latina gospel song?
Yep.
Y'all,
so
I know y'all can get it done,
I
man.
just can't find it. My wife can't find it, and she really good at these situations, but she can't.
We
find
need y'all
either.
to find the song, guys.
And then the third one.
Wait, was you going favorite to first to third, or was you going third to first, or just
they all
any?
they all in the same
Yeah,
category to me.
you just
so,
love 'em all.
Like they top three, so I can listen to them whenever.
Mhm.
So I think actually, like my third favorite would be like it probably would be Kurt Franklin too.
Stomp,
Fear.
fear. Okay,
Mm.
okay,
That's a good
okay.
one. Okay, so
Go ahead and redact what you gonna redact.
my last Kirk Franklin. I would swap Stomp for, and this isn't a gospel singer, but Anthony Hamilton has a song called "Pass Me Over."
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my
Yeah.
God! Every tears,
Yeah.
every single time I hear it.
Shout out to Anthony Hamilton.
Every
Me
time
too.
I hear
Anthony
it.
Hamilton, if you're watching the show, man, tap in. Let me interview you, bro.
It's called "Pass Me Over"
Pass
by
Me
Anthony
Over.
Hamilton. Woo, Lord!
Fire.
You talk about, I mean,
I agree.
grandma, auntie. Anybody out of
Everybody
law,
tearing up.
We feeling it.
Yeah.
That song.
Oh, you know what's great what you did there though?
What's that?
Like you said, like he wasn't Christian, but like as a Christian, you feel it to your soul.
Man,
Ain't that how Sound of His Will music feel for you?
thank you,
You know what I'm saying?
thank you.
Just
That's
kinda-
how it feels.
Kind of catch you.
It's not hard to just connect. You know what I'm saying?
Like I told y'all earlier, man, I was vibing and I thought I flipped on something else because I was in there like, damn, these motherfuckers are spitting. Wait, like,
Right.
this is still them. You know what I
Right.
mean? Okay, my three. I think I'm just gonna go from 3 to 1. My third is what's the song with no, my third is "Take Me to the King." I'm not sure why, but one day I was listening to Pandora. I was doing something. I think I was washing dishes or something. And that song came on, and I was not on the gospel. Like, I think I was on the R&B or something.
Okay.
And it just came on, and I'm just listening, and I'm just listening. And I'm just like, damn, like, this is like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like, I want to be taken to the king, too. So that is my number 3. Who sings that song? Wait.
Man.
That's Timberland. Yeah.
Dang, I was just about to say I feel like I knew who it
Oh, yeah,
was.
she just was at the concert
Yeah.
at Blossom.
Oh, she was just at Blossom.
With Kurt Franklin.
Her and her
yeah.
husband.
And,
What?
Or was it just
Maverick
her?
City Music, he was there too.
Oh yeah.
Shout
Yeah,
out to
that
Tamala,
was-
man,
Mr.
bro.
Brown. Mr. Brown was there too.
Wow.
That
Okay.
concert was.
I was
that
trying to get a
concert was
ticket for
fire.
my mom. They were gone.
Really?
Man.
Like I saw them, and like a week later, they were
It
gone.
was,
That's
that concert
crazy.
was fire, man. It was-
Okay, so it's "Take Me to the King" is my third. My second is what's the one with Rodney Jackson and Kurt Franklin? And he's like, they tried to judge me, they tried to press me, but it's something, because I'm down with crap. Oh no, Revolution.
Do you need a revolution?
Oh yeah. See that?
Do you
you
want a
need a
revolution?
revolution?
Yeah.
Woo, woo.
They had robes on in that video.
Yeah.
I'm out.
He said they had robes.
Yeah.
I'm good on it.
Oh, new Kirk Franklin, you lost me.
New Kirk, look at the robe.
You lost
Nope.
me. You lost me.
Okay, so yeah, that one by Kurt Franklin, Revolution, and then my first one, I'm not even gonna lie, like this song definitely has been close to bringing me to tears. Like, whenever I listen to it, when I'm going, I mean, I like to listen to it just because I like to sing the song because it just is good. But when I'm going through something, it just hits so different. Never would have made it. Marvin Sapp.
Yeah.
That's his name, right? Marvin Sapp.
Absolutely.
That's absolutely
Bro,
Marvin. Yes.
That brother, yo, never would have made it without you. And it's
he
like,
has a documentary coming out too.
He does.
Yeah.
did y'all see the movie that they just put out on BET?
Was that what I'm thinking of?
What's his face play? Friggin' Eddie Winslow played him, I think.
Oh no,
I didn't see that.
The
no, I
BET
didn't see
movie?
that.
Yeah.
I saw it like this is like supposed to be like an in theaters documentary.
Yeah,
ain't it? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He got
Well,
something coming out big.
I definitely seen a little movie on Marvin Sapp. Yeah, man. Like I definitely need to listen to more, but those 3 songs are on my list, and whenever they come on, like it definitely just feels a little different.
Those
Like,
are
it
3
feels
great
like-
songs
Absolutely.
to get God in your
Yeah.
house. Like
Yeah.
God will show up when
Mhm.
like all 9 of these songs, God will show
Facts.
up.
Facts. Okay, so another question I got for you guys as a group: what is a song of yours that if, let's say, you was talking to somebody and they was trying to get into church and they was trying to fix or just have a relationship with God, what is one of you guys' songs that you would play for them to be like, look, like this is God's grace, this is God's love, and this is how we explaining it to you?
I think we got the same one.
I don't know.
It's Candidate.
Candidate.
For me, it's Candidate.
Mm.
Because it talks about exactly what you mentioned. It talks about not believing where you are headed, not believing that you have in you what God put in you, and not being able to see the future.
Mm.
So being unsure, about your walk, and why would God pick me to do anything? So like that song, Candidate, would cover a lot of those bases between the 2 of our verses, because Candidate in my verse is just talking about being in leadership and not believing that I'm good enough to be in leadership.
That's a good
Like,
pick.
why would God choose me to do this? Like,
That is a good
can't you
pick.
see how dirty I am? You know what I'm saying? I have all these flaws. I'm not perfect. So, and that's the perception of people coming into church. Like, they think you got to be perfect, but that's not the case. We're not. We are all in our flesh. Like, we all make mistakes.
True.
Like, we are not perfect. So, like, I am not perfect, and I want people to know that your perfection is not made. God makes it. Like, that's what giving your life over to Christ means, is you are perfect in Him. So there's no perfection in us.
Yo, man. Yeah,
That was a great
yo.
pitch. That was a great pitch.
If you watching this podcast, man, and you feel like some of the stuff that these brothers is talking about is really like resonating with you, and you feel like maybe you should go take yourself to church, go on and take yourself to church, man. Listen to Candidate first by Sound of His Will. We need you to do that first. But after that, go to church. Scott, do you feel the same way, or?
That's a great pitch for Candidate. First off, like that was like candidacy. But lifting is my pick
Okay.
because my verse on lifting, it was that was me speaking directly to the people that I feel like my part of Sound of His Will speaks to.
I see that.
Okay.
Like the verse, I ain't gonna hold you. I pray to a God that I ain't close to. That when I'm going out of my mind, I never go to. Could be because of what I go through or got exposed to. But time is revealing I'm feeling this because I chose to.
Yeah. Chose
That sounds like
You know what I'm saying?
fucking
Like-
me, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's exact. I'm like when I tell you, that verse pulled from exactly how I not was feeling, be feeling.
Mhm.
And what's the name of the
Like
song?
it's called lifting.
Lifting.
Yo,
Lifting.
man.
Like
If again, if
it's
you
our
feel like
it's our
you,
worship song, but
Yeah,
like
it's the last one. The last song we put on
it's the
there.
last song we put on, like the last song we recorded.
Last song
Because
we
we hadn't picked anything yet. But the
Nah.
last one we recorded, and like it definitely had to make it on the album because it's our worship song. But for me, it's like the perspective that I came from, like, and again, this is our stark contrast. The perspective that I came from is like, I'm dying to have a relationship with you, but I
Mhm.
don't.
yo, man.
You know
If
what I'm
you
saying?
again,
So-
if you on the fence and you don't know, but you think you need to go and you need to know the word, listen to Lifting. We need you to listen to Lifting by Sound of His Will first. Then go to church, man.
I mean, even before that, like you don't even
Even-
gotta
yeah.
get yourself in the building. You could just like
Watch online.
God,
You can
lead me. Like
something.
ask God to lead you where
Mm.
you need to go, because it might not be at church.
Right.
You might
Okay.
need to run into somebody else on the street
Right.
that God sent for you. So we don't know how, you never know how God works, but like if you can say like I'm broken, like I can't do this on my own, like I need your help, then like God will give you the pathway.
That's real shit.
Eh.
So what go
No, and I was just there. Lifting our candidate is a great pick. though.
Lifting and Candidate, two songs
yeah,
that we
like,
need you guys
Candidate
to
is
go
a
listen
great
to
pick,
from Sound of
but-
His Will. Like
But lifting is man, because that's like a the hook is so simple, but it's like
is.
it's mad. But that
Say the hook.
simplicity is mad. Lifting,
Lifting,
the hands of praise.
hands of
And that's how you going like when God actually finds his way into your life,
yeah.
that's all you're gonna be able to do.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't gonna be able to explain it
Yeah.
away. You ain't gonna be able to make people understand. You definitely are not gonna be able to make people understand it. And that's a mistake that a lot of people make. They feel like as soon as God find them that they can go and tell somebody, hey man, hey, I just found Jesus. Let me tell you about whoop whoop. And it's like evangelism ain't where you at right now, brother.
Mhm.
Like, you gotta let God move in you first. Because people gonna be looking at you like, we was just high.
Yeah,
Like you found Jesus yesterday? Like we was just high. Like stop. Like I just had a baddie come through here. Like relax.
Yeah, true.
Like so you in those moments just spend as much time as you can with him. And just keep plugging like, all right, bet. Hey, I feel it. What do I do now? Oh, you ain't gonna okay, so not today? All right, bet. All right, I'm gonna go by my normal day. I'm not gonna do all the crazy things that I was gonna do right now, but like just tell me something because I don't really know what I'm supposed to do.
Well, yeah, it's a
with this.
transformation, and I think that's like what your question was. You know, is people that are trying or maybe unsecure, not really sure. Like it's a transformation. Nothing happens overnight.
Right.
And if you like the one thing that you could say once you get saved or people that be in church or Christians, like we want to rush the process of
Yes.
getting to prosperity. You know what I'm saying? So as an example, like you could be out here in the streets for 25 years and you get saved and you think like next week I need to get my money right. Because
Yeah.
most of the time, like people come and they broken because life has been too much for them to handle.
And they just expect all the blessings to come.
Just fall
be
down.
instantly
but
healed.
the blessing is that now you're not alone.
Right.
And people overlook some of that stuff, like some of the things that God does and the process that it is to get close to Him. Because honestly, like at this point in my life, I just want God to trust me. So like I have to make the decisions that give Him the trust in me to give me the things that I am asking for in His will.
Okay.
So if I can't do if He can't trust me with things, then He's not going to give me
Right.
$1 million. And, 'cause I'm gonna be
If he know that you just gonna blow it, like he's probably
Yeah.
not going to.
Yeah,
And
you
it's
know.
crazy how people be like, like I was in these streets putting in work. What do you think you doing? What you think you gonna do in Christ?
yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna
Grinding.
be in these streets grinding and then get in Christ and relax.
Yeah.
Like you pushed to
It's still a
get to this
grind.
point. Like, and my thing is, you at your lowest point. Do you think you got here do you think you just slipped and fell and whoa,
Yeah.
crack and addiction and many women?
Well, yeah. And how
You know what I
many
mean?
how
Like-
many kingpins do we know that has made it like that got
Right.
saved and then are like evangelists or something?
Yeah.
So you talking about people that like they work just like we do on a
Mhm.
day-to-day basis, but their profession is something different.
Yeah.
So the struggle out there for them is the same it is for us. Like we both grinding, we just doing different things in different
Right.
ways. So what makes it what makes people believe that it's going to be so easy to be a Christian and in a Christian walk that like it'll be so much easier than how your life has been so far? It's not any different. We just
Yeah.
handle things a different way.
Okay.
As candidate, I can't be your candidate. I see the pressure, but I can't handle it.
Mhm.
I'm from the era where they don't like it and then they cancel it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Unknown No Name podcast. Yo, so tell me what you guys got coming up next. Tell me new projects coming out, new merch coming out from whatever or just whatever. Tell me about something.
So probably the biggest.
Give a shout out to anybody y'all want to give a shout out to.
Shout out to Loki, Insomniac
Yeah.
Studios,
Yeah.
Maurice F. Martin, Big Maul XL. I keep wanting to say his name.
Yeah.
Shout out Big
Big
Maul
Maul
XL on the
XL,
intro.
Loki Two Eyes, Just the Dream Entertainment, the Rialto Theater,
Shout out to Nate. And
the
Seth.
Word
Yeah.
Church, the Remedy.
Yeah. I mean, it's lots of people that's involved
Yeah.
in our success.
Mhm.
You know, lots of people that are, and I think for us, we are. I mean, we well deep into the next sort of the last project in the series. Anyway,
Okay.
this is God's will. So, so that project is like it's ongoing.
When is that? When do y'all think y'all will drop that, or y'all don't
We
even
still,
think of
I mean, they're still building off of This Is That Sound.
Yeah.
Like This Is That
This
Sound.
is that sound is
came out
fire,
this
man. Y'all
year.
definitely got to
Like,
ride that wave, you know,
And-
as long as possible. 'cause
Well,
that
it's
shit is
just the
fire.
people that This Is That Sound hasn't had a chance to touch yet.
Right.
And one of the big components of that is going to be resolved in December.
Mhm.
People have not got a chance to see us perform that live.
Mm.
And so December 11th, we will be performing that live at the Rialto Theater.
Nice.
And so the plan, I mean, it's early, it's, you know, we're far off from it, but the plans are already in place for us.
is it
to-
like is it like y'all show
Yeah,
or
it's gonna be our
okay
show.
okay
like
okay.
all like Sound of His Will plus possibly some guests, more than likely some
Yeah,
guests.
more like some guys.
So y'all know the Unknown No Name podcast is gonna have to slide through. I'm gonna need you know what I'm
Backstage
saying?
passes, you
VIP
know what I'm
access.
saying?
You know what I mean? I need the VIP from the big man upstairs, and I need an interview after y'all hit the
Look
stage.
here, just so everybody know, there ain't gonna be no bar service because we doing it on a Sunday. So
Yo.
you can get whatever pop.
Water.
Yo.
Water
Hey,
all
we got,
day,
we got
say.
like the lemonade that you can spill into the,
Listen.
the glass and shake it.
Listen, and we'll
They got the
get,
packs, right?
yeah. And we'll hit you off with one of them little flavor squirters that you put, then you add a little flavor to your lemonade.
Y'all need to have them aunties from the church be selling plates in that joint, because I feel like that, you know, crack it on in there. You know what I mean?
Well,
But
see, I want people to be hungry for
Yeah.
for what they about to hear.
Ain't nobody gonna be using no itis as no
Yeah.
excuse. We
Yeah.
sending it up, and we gonna need that energy. Don't play.
Be starving.
True. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank all you guys for tuning in, listening. I want to thank you guys for being here today. You know what I'm saying? I have been BL. This has been the Unknown No Name podcast. This has been Sound of His Will. I'm so happy that these guys came through to talk to me today. And I'm just going to let this beat play and vibe out, and then we're just going to get out of here because it's that Unknown No Name podcast. Your girlfriend, mom, and baby mom's favorite podcast. So happy. I mean, it is. They told me. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm joking.
His will, righteous flow, grace
yeah.
gang, and
Ooh.
we unknown no name.
Ooh.
The sound of His will, righteous flow, grace gang,
Mm.
and we on the unknown no name.
Unknown No Name.
Sound of His will, righteous flow, grace gang.
Ooh.
Where we at though? Where we at though?
We
And
on
we
that
on that
podcast.
unknown.
Hey.
That unknown, no
Yeah.
name.
Hey. 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 Stop playing with me, man.
Truth.
Girlfriend, mom, and baby mom's favorite. We out of here, man.